Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to you and your families. We're continuing our Majesty series here today. And if you remember in the last episode, we dealt with a Witch King in the Dark Forest. Well, today we're going to deal with the Lich Queen. It just kind of seems fitting, doesn't it? So let's get a little preview of this challenging map. It is an expert level map, of course. And our objective is to drive the Lich Queen from her rocky lair and then defeat her. And then here's a little footnote that makes this a lot more challenging than it might appear. No temples to crypta, no blacksmiths, no inns, no dwarven settlements or rogues guilds may be built. But there may be hidden remnants of an earlier settlement left somewhere. They didn't mention anything about gnomes. You'll love to see that, folks. So we're going to get right into it. But if you're new here, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm a new channel here. Really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. So with that said, let's jump right into the vengeance of the Lich Queen, and let's just see what we have here. So we start with the Temple to Ogrella with healers. We start with two of them, actually. Okay. So obviously standard issue marketplace kind of goes down first here. I like that coverage for the marketplace. And actually, what are we doing? Let's go gnome right off the bat, of course. Do start off with a decent sum of gold. You like to see that for sure. We're gonna get some guardhouses down right by our marketplace, of course. Let's get that gnome hovel built there. Generous peasant. And let's see what we can do. I mean, we're obviously gonna go like full kit Rangers Guild, full kit Warriors Guild.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Your Majesty,
and if you read what it said, it said that we can't go
Majesty,
temple to crypta.
a newly discovered outpost has
However,
agreed to join your kingdom.
It didn't say anything about temple to Doros, meaning paladins are potentially in the mix as well.
Now serves you better.
So I think that going up on the palace is also important here early on. I have no idea what awaits us in the darkness, right? Trolls, most likely. Minotaurs, you betcha. Usually I like to get the marketplace kind of up and running and founded and humming and buzzing with activity before we go palace up, but in this particular one, I love to invest the guild slots with paladins versus just your basic warrior. So we'll see how this goes. This may actually just end up being a huge blunder, but we're gonna find out soon, folks. That's why you play the games, right? Looks like we found an inn down here to the south. So if we throw just a little bit of exploration incentive down there, maybe we can uncover something else. Maybe a trading post. Okay, we do get a Warriors Guild down here.
Majesty, a newly
we'll take that.
Outpost has agreed to join your kingdom.
You bet, we'll take that. So let's get one paladin once this Doros temple gets built. And then let's upgrade our marketplace. We kind of need it. Kind of started faster. We got a bunch of healers, but you know, as anticipated, the healer isn't the greatest defender of the realm, if you will. So we're gonna see kind of what happens here. Let's get another ranger on the board. They do help us explore, and you'll love to see that. Although nobody is incentivized by the measly $100. I betcha if we had a dwarf, they'd be all over that reward flag. Alright, marketplace does get up. So, I mean, I think we're kind of at a choice to make here. Do we save for another pally, or do we get protection rings now and take this marketplace up to level 3? Haven't really seen any enemy presence yet, so I think we're safe enough to get our marketplace up to level 3. Maybe we did that just a bit backwards, but that's okay. Tax collector does get a nice sum there from the inn.
The royal treasury is nearly empty.
And we are being warned that the royal treasury is empty. We're aware of that.
Your marketplace now serves you better.
And we have the healers. We have the healers defending the realm. Using healing potions in face. Palace guard, get in there. A seasoned warrior right here in this palace guard. This is quite the beatdown. But what's happening is, so the healers are dying, okay? They are. The Ratman's killing them. But they go into resurrect mode and they're right by the temple, so they're just resurrecting right away. Talk about cheesing the game right here. I tell ya, I planned this out. That's right, get in there. Get some free level ups too. So that one Ratman just provided, you know, 4 level ups to my healers. You love to see that. Alright, Paladin, let's go. So let's get another Pally, and then the next opportunity is get this thing up to level 3. I forgot we were kind of going in that direction. That's okay. We have another Ratman here. What do we see? We need the tax collector to scurry on out of there. He does. And he's aggro to the guardhouse. Now that's great. That's good news for us. Just need another 30 gold tax collector. Let's go. Found a ballista tower. Does that mean there's a dwarven settlement around here? It must, right? It has to. Let's throw a reward flag here, and then let's get our marketplace up. See these skeletons with their high dodge? I mean, they seem like they're just non-threatening, and, you know, frankly, they pretty much are, but if the tower just can't get a hit on them, like what's happening right here, they can actually take some pretty good HP down on your buildings. Defensive buildings, that is. City guard taking out a troll. You love to see that. The unsung hero of the colony, without question, goes back in the guardhouse. Get a pint of ale, young soldier. All right, so level 3 marketplace here. See, what are we doing? I think we should focus our resources on filling up our guilds with heroes, namely paladins. Because paladins do things like this, and you don't have to worry about them at all. Tesserin and Tilia. Keep an eye on you. Here we go. Here's another inn. Here's a dwarven settlement. That's a big find there. It's a defensive structure, right? And we could start adding dwarves to our overall composition of heroes as well. That's not bad. We do have a vampire kind of lurking in the darkness. Not really a good matchup for anybody but maybe the paladin. And then we have the proverbial Ratman. He was trying to go for the marketplace. You saw that, right? But he's been beaten down. He's been caught, I guess. Caught before he could go straight thief mode. Tax collector getting in there. I think this is an opportune time for a trading post, and I think this is a tremendous spot to put a trading post right here. Got a guild nearby. Great spot for a trading post there. So let's make sure we do that. And look, we can build the ballista tower now. That's huge. So finding the dwarven settlement here was a big win for us, but we're in some trouble here. We do have the gnome. He's going to come in and repair this in phase. Check this out. Here we go. He's going to level up too, probably. Oh, you love to see it. Levels up in face. Now we got the greedy dwarf out there. And he is upset. He's like, what are you doing? You know, I was just trying to work in my workshop. I was trying to devise new plans for reward flags. And you gone done disturbed me. Okay, we had a gnome fall. I don't know what's killing my gnomes. But if there's a true thing in the world, it's the gnome is going to make sure your buildings stay repaired. I want to get a ballista tower right here on our trading post. In fact, I want to get 2 of them. Let's retrain our gnomes, and we're going to start rolling in some income here, given that we have a trading post on the board. I don't like this vampire, so let's see if we can get him. Is anybody interested? Let's get another dwarf, because they will, you know, protect their homeland. This is where they call home. So it's sort of a forward hero presence, if you will. I think it's a good idea. Ballista tower is up. You'll love to see that. And we do have enough for another pally, so let's go ahead and grab another paladin. Be nice to find a blacksmith to get some of these weapon upgrades going. Not sure, but the rangers are great. They explore for you, right? I'm not telling them to explore. They're just autonomously exploring. It's part of their AI script. And it's really useful to us right now because it found us our dwarven settlement early, so we don't have to... And here we go. So they came at the absolute worst time, these skeletons did. That's not good. That's very unfortunate, actually. I mean, I could heal the caravan, but yeah, what's the point? Alright, let's muster up a grand here, and let's get a paladin on the board. My guess is we also have a presence of enemies coming from the top here, too. Yep, here they come. Obviously, it's the Liche Queen, right? So the Liche Queen's a commander of the undead, if you will. Paladins don't have problems with it. Here we go, the gnome coming in hot. He's got to get the repair down. He's getting it down too. You know it. Can you focus on the trading post, gnome? Can we make it happen? Oh, this gnome's just gonna make it happen. Look at this. Just so key. Saves the time for the paladins to get there. Repairs buildings in the face of the enemy. MVP, I tell ya. MVP, just saved it. Just saved the economy. No big deal. Alright, let's get one more dwarf for the same reasons as before. Kind of the forward hero presence. And let's get another ranger as well. Alright, so now we do get a caravan. This one should get home, of course. And that's going to bode well for us. We need that income. The dwarf can also repair, but the gnome is just going to do it for him. And it's going to get experience doing so. Gnome key. In fact, I don't know why I didn't build gnome just right off the bat. First thing you build, gnome hovel. Let's get these houses on the repair route. No sense in keeping them off the repair route with the presence of gnomes in our colony. And now we can just continue to fill our ranks with paladins. A very strong and stalwart force for our front lines. The vampire is aggro to the tower. That's a really good matchup for the tower. And the gnome makes sure that it doesn't even have a scratch on it. Dwarves doing some work as well. You'll love to see that.
Not now. I've got work to do.
Alright, so we're starting to gain some traction. We're starting to get our bearings. This isn't a good matchup. We got a gnome fighting a mouse here. Paladin's gonna come in and assist a bit. And we did lose AboboKnows. I mean, you know what AboboKnows was doing, right? He was repairing stuff. He was making sure that everything went swimmingly for our little community here. Rest in peace, my friend. Rest in peace. So another thing that we can do here is we have a ton of support. We have a ton of presence right here. So why wouldn't we throw down a trading post? It's a perfect spot for it. You have a castle that shoots ballistas, essentially. So let's do that as soon as the funding allows, which we have right here. And there is a lot of hero traffic through this area too, because it's, you know, buildings that we own. Let's get a hundo on this ruined shrine so they don't continue to just attack our dwarven settlement. Looks like Teve the Explorer is checking it out, and he's interested. He's gonna take it. He's like, you know, I could use that hundo. I got 392. I could use another hundo. I got 6 healing potions. I'm not worried. And the dwarf, of course, very, very motivated by reward flags. He's coming in. You knew that was gonna happen. That one's close to home. He doesn't even have to work for that one. Gotta get the trading post up. Come on. Come on. Alright, so the long range of the dwarven settlement saves Punto Quig there. You'll love to see that. And I am going to research healing potions here. Makes sense. It's a little off the beaten path, if you will, and it'll give the dwarves access to healing just right away. Ballista Tower goes right there on the sewer main.
Post now offers healing potions.
And we have plenty of cash money right now, folks, to just fill out our guilds with heroes. We could actually look into investing in an additional guild. I don't know what that sound was, but it's kind of scary knowing that there's a Lich Queen out there somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna throw down another trading post over here. Actually, I think so. If we were paying attention, before, right? We saw the enemy spawn at the bottom and rush. So right on the bottom of the map is not a great place for a trading post, actually. We're right up here where it's a little, closer. We'll build a little defensive wall here. We have a lot of undead over here.
A newly discovered outpost has agreed to join your kingdom.
We found a rogues guild. I'm not sure what. It's kind of far off, isn't it? But we have Kira the Vindicator here, just going ham on the undead. Let's give her a little heal. Show her our appreciation for her aggressiveness. And we had a dwarf fall to a vampire. Yeah, there's no fixing that. Alright, so we have a large stream of undead here, and the paladins seem a little hesitant to engage. We need our paladins to stay up. It'd be great if this vampire fell, but as you can see, it regenerates its life with every spell that hits. It's getting life back. So we gotta be careful here. I mean, I don't like this, so let's get a reward flag up here.
Praise Doros.
We got Elena the Mighty. We got a direct flood here. I lost sight of my vampire fighter, Kira the Vindicator. She must have come out victorious. So let's give her another heal. She is surrounded. And there's the Lich Queen lair right there. 15k in the coffers. You'll love to see that. Maybe we can get some heat on that. But we have skeletons in the vicinity.
I serve with pleasure.
A healer did fall here. We don't want to lose this dwarven settlement. Let's go, boys. What are we doing? Where's the gnomes at? We don't want to lose this. Yikes. Okay, the dwarven settlement is down. That's not good. I think we were spread a little too thin. And now they go for the trading post. Naturally, I suppose.
The unholy are near.
Okay, the gnomes are coming in. Can they get there in time? Nope, they're not going to get there in time. But we're not going to tolerate that.
I deem your mandate just.
The most critical part of what just happened there, folks, is we lost our ability to make ballista towers now. Which is just, it's a better defensive structure than, say, a guardhouse. It just is. We lost a paladin. Things are starting to increase in spiciness a bit here. Lots of vampires, man. Lots of vampires coming on in. We do need to get a trading post down. It's the reason that we have so much economy right now.
The unholy are near.
Let's give her some stone skin. She's gonna actually peel out. Doesn't like the fight against 3 vampires. So what are the key to vampires, you ask? It's gonna be wizards. So let's see if we can get a wizards guild down here quickly. They're going to be very persistent. Let's get a forward wizards guild. Wizards would have done a good job against those skeletons as well. So let's see what we can do. Ursia Bright Soul should have no problem with these goblins here, but will she aggro to them? That's always the question in Majesty. Will your very capable hero choose to take the fight? It's always the question. I don't know where these vampires are headed for, but we need to get a wizard on the board.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
And furthermore, let's hope the wizard is keen enough to just focus his attention directly on the vampires. We'll have to see.
Praise Doros.
He's gonna pop out of his guild and explore, actually.
your mandate just.
This isn't good, but nice
Your Highness,
healing potion
we have
use
improved
there.
The guardhouse.
Got the gnome getting the repairs done. That's big, but what are we doing here? So this is good. We like to see this.
Your
Energies of
Majesty,
light.
our new building is complete.
But we're kind of kiting the vampires, but where are we kiting them toward is the question, folks. So our dwarves, doesn't appear like our dwarves are orphaned, which is good. I
Doros has
believe
spared you for now.
I believe when you have heroes and their guild gets destroyed, I think that they become a hero of the palace. Like they call their palace their home. Yeah, so you see what's happening here. That's good. You like to see that. We have a troll just materialize.
Hold your majesty.
Let's get arrows on all of our guardhouses here. Library, let's get fire blast. We're gonna need that. And see, our rogues guild was not long for
Your
this world,
Highness,
was it?
we've improved the guardhouse. Your Highness,
So we're down
we've
a pally.
improved the guardhouse.
We're down 2
Your
paladins.
Highness, our research in the library.
So let's make sure we get them retrained.
I deem your mandate.
And this coward goes for the gnome instead of the paladin. That's a cowardly move.
The unholy are near.
Yes. Oh, no.
Praise
I thought we were
Doros.
gonna get a little gang attack there, which is the key to defeating these vampires,
I
obviously.
deem your
The royal
mandate
treasury
just.
is nearly empty.
Christy, the pious though, is on the assault, and you love to see it. So let's get a wizard and see if he can just pop right out and get some free attacks on the vampire for a level up.
Your mandate just.
There we go. It wasn't a level up, but it'll do. This is what you want to see. Yikes!
Energies of light.
I didn't realize they had such range on them. Vampires are more of a burden than I thought they were initially. Yikes! Maybe maybe the wizards aren't a good counter to vampires at all. I saw their poor resistance, and I thought just naturally, let's go wizard, right? Using healing potion in face during the fight though is going to be the difference. Got a healer getting involved too. That's good. Guardhouse is staying repaired.
Energies of light.
Thank you, gnome. And we have managed to restabilize. So let's go up to palace level 3. Lots of stuff was happening there.
Your Highness, our research in the library is complete.
Had a lot of stuff happening there for sure. Alright, so we're going to go palace level 3. We're going to retrain our paladins.
A newly discovered outpost has agreed
And
to join
here
your
is
kingdom.
the blacksmith right here. So it would be in our best interest to defend this for sure. Like defend this to the teeth. It's the only blacksmith we're going to get as far as I understand.
Energies of light.
So we absolutely need to protect it at all
Majesty,
costs.
The local blacksmith offers new services.
Let's throw a few temples to Helia up here as well. Just gonna do forward guilds. I think it's probably the best way to protect the stuff with the constant undead and vampires. I don't know what's spawning vampires. Maybe the Lich Queen lair itself is.
Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
But let's get some of these spawner buildings out of here. And we're going to just get all this done. And it's going to make a huge difference. How's our gnome population doing? Need 1. Okay. Healers are good. Pally, we do need another pally, unbelievably enough.
Your Majesty, our new building is complete.
We could add monks too, why not?
So many more.
And actually, since we have the funding, why don't we add another warriors guild as well? Let's throw that forward as well.
Your Majesty, our new building is complete.
Alright, we got a lot of stuff happening here. You love to see it. Let's get a Solaris. Let's get a Solaris and see if she's interested in making 100 gold
Your
right off the
Highness,
bat.
our research in the library is complete. Sovereign, the building has been upgraded. Your
Never mind,
Highness, we've improved the guardhouse.
Paladin took care of it.
I join the wild spirits.
Abdurazak.
Oh, tough fight.
Mithrian Track Cutter, level 8 Ranger falls. That's not good.
Your Majesty,
The
our new
unholy
building
are
is
you.
complete. Your Majesty, our new building is complete.
Probably not the greatest way to spend the money, but
The local blacksmith offers new services.
that's all right. We'll do it. That's
Your
why you build the
Majesty,
ballista tower
our
here,
new
folks.
building is complete.
And
Your
Kate
Majesty,
Noble Heart.
our new
Okay,
building is
I
complete.
can now help so many more.
we're looking good. We got plenty of trade posts, plenty of trade carts. We'll throw another trade post up here. Why wouldn't we? It's a heavily fortified area. And we'll get these guilds filled up as well.
Majesty,
another
local
Warriors Guild
blacksmith
here.
offers new services.
So that's where our income is going to go.
Your
Trade
Highness,
post
we've
here.
improved the guardhouse.
And then just filling up our ranks with heroes. So let's see, what are we looking at for a trade post? We're looking at 3 grand. Okay. This is gonna help right here. The marketplace itself has 13 grand in it, so we need a tax collector to scoop that up and just drop it right in our pockets, of course. Whoops, I intended to heal the hurt paladin there. I healed the zombie. Obviously, this isn't Final Fantasy where healing spells hurt undead. That would be cool, though. Let's get this ruined altar, too. Might be the source of some of the vampires as well. Ruined shrine here. Let's get a bounty on that as well. And then, where is our tax collector? He's probably off. Yeah, look at him. He's up here. He wanted to prioritize the 990 at the Hinterlander. I mean, it makes sense. That's a good sum. We'll take that. Just make sure you make it back home safe, alright, bud? And then this tax collector, not sure what he's doing. He's all the way out here with no gold. He must have just dropped some off or something. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Alright, so monk. Let's go with one more trading post. We're gonna be there real soon. Here comes a troll.
The name of the sovereign.
But see, this is why you put guardhouses by your marketplace, right? So instead of pounding on the marketplace, he takes arrow fire and he gets confused. And then his AI script tells him to attack the guardhouse, right? Yeah, this is a big one here. 16k. Got 2 more trade cards coming in. This will be our pinnacle moment here. We just got to get it collected. So let's go ahead and throw a trading post down. Not the best spot for it, but that's okay. Upgrade the blacksmith. Get some much needed weapon and armor enchantments for our heroes. And then we're going to start populating our forward guilds, including our temple to Helia as well. Temples to Helia, that is plural, of course. We got all kinds of this nonsense going on here. We got a rat. Looks like he's aggroed to a peasant.
Nearly empty.
Really, like that
Energies
peasant
of
just
light.
really made him mad. But he's gonna pay for it. He's gonna pay for his aggression there. Stella Solarshine, garrisoning a guardhouse. Garrisoning a guardhouse. Love to see that, folks. All right, so where's our big payday here? 22k tax collector. Come on,
Hold your majesty.
let's go.
Your Majesty, our
Get
new
it.
building is complete.
Collect the money.
A building has been upgraded. Your Highness, we've improved the guardhouse.
So make this guy. We will up his minimum pickup to 500, which will incentivize him to pick up the large sums of gold. In fact, let's even go a little higher. Let's go 800. Unbelievable that 23k is here. There's ratmen everywhere, if you've noticed, and they will pilfer this 23k without hesitation.
I am a champion!
We have a gnome champion on the board.
Light.
I didn't register where he's at, but let's take a look. When gnomes reach level 10, Plogy Quig, he's bounty hunting now. Talk about feeling comfortable in your new role, bud. He's got an enchanted weapon too. Let's take a look at Liche. He's having some fun in the inn there.
A local blacksmith
This isn't a good matchup here. There's some swarming going on. How is our paladin? Does she have healing potions? She does.
Praise Doros.
I always thought it was funny. They call the paladin's weapon the short sword, right? Looks like a long sword to me, like a claymore. Right, a two-handed sword. Alright. We are good. We got the big cash payout we were looking for. I mean, it's possible my medieval armament knowledge isn't, you know, up to snuff, but that looks like a claymore to me for sure. Alright, let's get teleportation rings. I mean, let's just recklessly spend this. Send this colony to the moon. Royal Gardens, you betcha, they just generate income for you. That's the reason to go them. Let's get a Solaris here. Blacksmith is maxed out, you love to see that.
Sovereign, your marketplace
Another
now
monk,
serves
you betcha.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Punish our rangers. Get a pally, get a wizard. Let's upgrade the wizard's tower as well. Let's upgrade the library. I certainly could go. I certainly could. I think the Temple to Helia is a good counter to these vampires that are ever present. And in fact, what I want to do is I want to get this upgraded to level 2 as well. Gives you access to a pretty good AoE fire spell that I think would be useful against these vampires here, because there's a lot of them. And as you've seen, they're actually kind of strong.
The unholy are near.
In fact, this isn't good. It's just not good.
Sovereign, a building has
Level
been
6 pally.
upgraded.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's just nothing I can do about it. I really wanted to bail her out somehow, but how am I supposed to do that? She was getting surrounded. Alright, all of these guilds are full. Are retraining our paladin. Lost a wizard, unsurprisingly. Ferlin of the Putrid Robes got sniped down by a Gabo archer. You don't like to see that, folks.
Sovereign, a building has been upgraded.
It's also not the most surprising thing. Alright, aggro to the city guard. That's good. Wizard, get in there. Get some hits. Wizard's using fire shield. He's berserking. He's not long for this world, unfortunately. Let's go, Wizard. Hang in there. Nope. Evaporated.
Doros has spared you.
Oh, don't. No.
Your Highness, our research in the library is complete.
Alright.
This may help.
So let's go fairgrounds. It's another income gaining venture for us. Let's throw that right here. We want our heroes to kind of centralize on our forward base here. I think it makes a lot of sense to do that, given our town is relatively safe. You got, you know, the occasional rat man, whatever. If we get our temple to Agrella up, I believe we can. Yeah, we can resurrect actually at temple level 3. That might be a useful skill. If we find ourselves with just a champion paladin, although I think for many reasons already displayed here. Nice. Ploji Quig, he's got an upgraded weapon. He's ready for war. Let's take a look at his stats. He's a champion, so he's got good willpower. That's kind of like his top stat. His hand-to-hand skill is not great, but he's good at parrying, dodging, resisting.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
I mean, definitely not the kind of unit you want on the front lines by any means, right? But Gnome champion, Steel Dagger. He's got a ring of protection. He obviously cares quite a bit about his safety and well-being. right?
Sovereign,
Which makes
a
sense.
building
We love to
has
see
been
that.
Upgraded.
Elaine of the Swift Blade here, duking it out with the vampire. Let's see how this goes. Looks like she's getting some key hits in there with her very long short sword.
Doros
Fine
has
steel long
spared
sword. Okay, okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Let's see if we can't
you.
spare
Doros has
her.
spared you.
Elaine of the Swift Blade, stay in there. Fight him.
Praise Doros.
Let's give a little fireball action.
The unholy are near.
The magic mirror nullify. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. So he's got a magic mirror that he uses. So what do you think, folks? Lich Queen? I mean, we're pretty much ready to go Lich Queen on this. What do you think? Do you think she has a host of vampires with her to usher us into the final fight? I think it's a safe bet, given the volume of vampires we've seen. I mean,
Your
frankly,
Majesty,
this map should just be
shall
like
we host a tournament now?
versus the
Majesty,
vampires or something,
your
right?
trading post now offers healing potions.
Plogy Quig, what's he
Majesty,
doing? Our champion
your
here.
trading post now offers healing potions.
He's gonna stop by the Royal Gardens. Got a level 5 wizard here. Foster the Knowing. Our first Paladins Guild has a level 8 Christy the
Sovereign,
Pious.
a building has
She's
been
still around. It's good to
upgraded.
see she's still around. She's got a full gold kit, fine steel longsword, +2 in mithril plate armor. You love to see that. Ring of protection as well.
Praise Doros.
Just a total stud. Now, I would almost say that we are ready. This is unfortunate right here. Emera of the Pond, level 12 healer. How do these 27 intelligence? I mean, it makes sense, right? Healers, high intelligence, spell user,
Energies
right?
of light.
Okay, I thought that was my champion for a second. That would be unacceptable.
In the name of the sovereign.
But yeah, they just don't do anything. Cheap Iron Dagger, 4 damage. Virtually no hand-to-hand skill. Gotta leave the fight into the warriors, you know, but they defend their home. It's a noble cause. Alright, well, we're sitting at 36k. Do we think we have the heroes here to combat this menacing Lich Queen? I don't necessarily know, so let's get 2 more guilds of... Let's get 2 more guilds of paladins here. And then we'll throw the largest bounty ever on the lair.
Energies of light.
Let Umbrella help.
I mean, who knows? Like, what if the Lich Queen's just a total beast? And just completely
Your
dispatches
Highness,
of all of our
our
paladins.
research in the library is complete.
It's unlikely, but this is Majesty after all.
Energies of light.
Let's get a little wizard tower action going on here. Make sure we have full coverage, right?
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
I can now help so many more.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Gnomes is having
Your
a great
Majesty,
time.
A new building is complete. Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Lots of
Your
new
Majesty,
buildings complete for
a
sure.
new building is complete.
Alright, let's get these guilds trained up here, and then we're going up. Here's a proverbial Minotaur. What do you know? You know, Minotaurs are always around your trading post, right? They're no match for the Solaris, though. They're weak magic resistance. So not concerned about the Minotaur at all. Let's get some more pallies, and let's take this thing home. More healing potions, that's good. What is that? A skeleton, of course. With its superior dodge. 17 heroes have fallen. Alright, once Jupithra Clear Mind trains, we're gonna land this plane here, folks.
Praise Doros. Energies of light.
Alright, we are getting the reward, and it is increasing and increasing. We'll do 5k
Praise Doros.
on the lair, and then whatever I have left
Energies of light.
on the Lich Queen herself. You know, most
Praise.
heroes in the land, including a gnome. A gnome's interested in the bounty as well.
Doros has
Let's see.
spared you. Energies
It
of light.
feels like maybe the Solaris is the key to these vampires.
I deem your mandate just.
Alright, here we go.
Praise
Won't be long now.
Doros. Energies of light.
My soul blazes brighter.
Praise Doros.
We see a Bright Soul. She's got a nice kit on her.
Doros has spared.
Alright, here we go. Yep, vampires as expected. And here's the Lich Queen. Possesses many powerful spells, is the only
Holy on you.
little tip about her. Makes sense. But let's see how we do.
Praise Doros.
So this is why you want all your heroes kind of in the vicinity.
Now, the unholy on you.
So we're going to throw a giant bounty on her. And our paladins are actually holding up
Energies
pretty
of
well.
light.
I want to get some Fire Scorch action to help clear out the units. And then it's just a
Praise
fist fight here.
Doros.
They have surrounded her effectively, and the paladins just too strong for the Lich Queen.
We are victorious, Your Majesty.
And that, folks, is going to wrap up Vengeance of the Lich Queen. I mean, it definitely had its challenges, right? Those vampires, I think, really kind of earned their stripes in this one. I certainly respect the vampire a little bit more, especially with what they were able to do, you know, drain life. They're able to pretty much go toe-to-toe with paladins. So that's pretty impressive. We had some invasions, right? Some wave assaults that came and really challenged us. The fact that we couldn't build certain buildings off the bat and we sort of had to find them. That was another challenging aspect. And then, you know, rest in peace Dwarf Settlement, right? Really unfortunate, but at the end, obviously Paladins prevail as they normally do. Very, very strong unit. Fun unit to use, just very, very expensive. That is the catch with the Paladin. Means making a strong economy is of utmost importance. With that said, folks, this is the Vengeance of the Lich Queen. She has been laid to rest along with the Witch King. And that's going to complete this episode. So I'm going to cut the video here, but thank you so much for your viewership. Really appreciate you stopping by the channel. You know, comment down below. What could I have done differently? What would you have done? What kind of heroes would you have focused on? There was obviously a bit of flexibility, just no Temple to Crypta, so could have gone Warrior of Discord, right? Could have gone Barbarians too. What do you think would what do you think the most effective unit composition would it be for the vampires that we faced and ultimately the Lich Queen? Happy holidays, folks. Thanks for stopping by the channel, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.